You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Allegoria. Allegoria. This is a brand new movie on Shudder. Man, like I keep telling people, if you don't have Shudder and you're a horror fan, you're just missing out on so much content. I didn't really cover anything that came out last month because nothing really stuck out to me, but this stuck out to me. And fun fact that I found out about this movie from one of the homies I know, another content creator that goes by the name of Flick Talk. He told me that the director, Spider One, that's actually Rob Zombie's little brother. So I was already sold on this before that, but damn, I was like, that's going to be interesting to see what Rob Zombie's brother can kind of bring to the table. And they do have similarities, and I'm kind of surprised at the same time because this film is really well shot for it being a low budget movie. So this is an anthology series with 5 different stories into one, kind of similar to Trick or Treat or just any type of anthology series that you have this like interconnected story. The first story is kind of about this acting class. You have Robert Anderson West, I think that's what his name was, or I could be off about that. He's kind of like a Gordon Ramsay, the dude that J.K. Simmons played in Whiplash, combined into one person. And he tells this girl, we don't know who she is at first, but she tells this girl to come on stage and kind of invoked this like monster, like you gotta just, he was just going in, bro. It was really intense. I like the opening because it really sets the tone for the overall film. And this film is not that long. It's about an hour and 9 minutes. So then we get to the next story, which has to do with this painter. And you see the pattern so far with these stories that it always centers around some type of specific artist, whether it be like an actor, a painter, sculptor, or like musician or something like that. This one I really didn't understand as much. You get introduced to this character named Marcus, and he's kind of a douche, especially to his girlfriend, which we will see his girlfriend later on in this movie, which was really, really dope tie-in, just how they kind of tie all these stories into one in a way. But yeah, the second story was okay. It was still creepy. Like the creature was a really dope original design. I can give them credit for that. Then you get the third story, and this is where things start to really pick up, and it started to really grab me, and just I was fully locked into this movie where you have this character Eddie, and he's pretty much a writer or like a screenplay writer, and he's writing down this story and stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, the thing that he's writing about comes to life. It's called the Whistler. He's called the Whistler, and man, this is probably the most brutal, because I was definitely expecting this to be kind of extremely gory, but it really wasn't at times. But I think this third story was good enough. You know, it kind of served a purpose, but also we get to see Eddie and one of his films throughout this movie. Actually, we get to see it twice. Once during one of these stories, and then the other time, like after the credits and stuff, they kind of play it again with that scene. But it's really cool. I liked that whole kind of writing something and it coming to life, and that's the kind of theme of just evoking evil and just, you know, bringing out the monster in you and stuff through art and whatnot. Well, I could just be off with that, but I thought it was really cool how that third story was handled. The fourth story right here was really interesting and kind of gives more context about what the overall film is about, how art is just like kind of a feeling. You just don't kind of think about it, you just feel it. It's an interesting kind of date. I forget this guy's name, but he's just on this date with this girl, and this girl starts to kind of talk about her life and what she does, and shows him these sculptures, and I guess it's like these severed heads, and he just kind of gets freaked out. I would be too. And another reason why I don't go on blind dates like that, because you know you never know what could happen. This could happen to you. So I like the fourth story, but I honestly think they saved the best for last with the whole tie-in. You know, we go back to Brody, which that's the girl that you saw in the first story. Before she goes to her acting lessons, she's just hanging out with her friend, watching one of Eddie's movies and whatnot. And all of a sudden, you know, her friend, she's in this band called like Rat in Peace, which is such a corny band name, but it is what it is. They learn about this note, or these six notes that can like conjure up evil or whatnot, and the one friend just kind of gets really curious and starts to mess around with it. And yeah, that's pretty much how Brody kind of got possessed and stuff, and why she looked that way in the first story. And I just gotta shout out the actress. I think her name is Christy Fox. She did a phenomenal job. She just really was the standout out of this whole entire movie. She just gave an incredible performance. Just, man, wow. I can't say more about this, but definitely go watch this movie if you haven't. If you have seen this movie, what was your favorite story? Did you enjoy it? Do you think Rob Zombie's little brother has potential in making films? Or do you just think this movie was trash? Just be honest and be respectful in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.